everyone to cestodes, my favorite topic. Okay, first let's look at the taxonomy. So your class Cestoda, your tapeworms, is under the phylum Platyhelminths. We have two order, your Cyclophilidia and your Pseudophilidia. So later on, no, isa-isahin natin to, itong mga Tinea species, Echinococcus species, your Hemilipes species, your Decaninum, your Dilatum. No, and later on, are going to learn the difference between your Pseudophilidia and your Cyclophilidia. So your cestodes, they are ribbon-like in shape. And they are long segmented and tape-like. That's why they are called your tapeworms. So, ayan, di ba? Ninig. So, generally, your cestodes are hermaphroditic worms. So, meaning, when you say hermaphroditic, each mature segment possesses both your male and female sex organs. So, these tapeworms, they lack your body cavity or digestive system. And the adult worms, they inhabit the small intestine of the definitive host. And they need intermediate hosts except your H. nana. Okay, so ito. The adult worms, they are composed of regions. First is your scolex. So your scolex, no, this one, it is a head-like structure, parang ulo, and they have hooks, and suckers for attachment. So, ang pulos ng scolex is not for feeding. It's for attachment. Next region of your adult worm is your neck. They contain your immature proglottids. When I say proglottids, that is each segment, no? Ito, yan. Balik tayo doon. Yan, yung mga segment na yan yung tinatawag natin na proglottids. One segment, one proglottids. Well, the chain of proglottids, that is what we call the strobila. No? Okay, balik tayo sa neck. So, the neck is continuously actively dividing. So, it is the budding zone, the growth zone, the area of proliferation, or area of segmentation. So, as long as the scolex and yung neck mo is intact, no, the worm is still alive and capable of growth. So, kahit natae mo na yung other parts ng worm, as long as ang scolex mo and neck is intact pa dyan sa tiyan mo, no, the worm is still alive and pwede pa silang mag-grow. So, that is your neck, no? They are continuously actively dividing. Next is your strobila. So, diba, remember your adult worms composed of 3 regions, your scolex, your neck, and your strobila. Your strobila naman is divided into 3 regions again. So, yan, your immature, your mature, and your gravid proglottids. So, ayan, your gravid proglottids, your mature proglottids, and your immature proglottids. So, diba, yung neck natin is they form new proglottids. They're the one who is continuously actively dividing. So, ang system nila is pag gumagawa sila ng bagong proglottids, gina-push nila posteriorly, no? Gina-push nila pababa yung mga luma na, no? Mga matatanda. No? So, while they are doing that process, they are creating a chain of proglottids. So, that is what you call your strobila. The asexual process of forming those segments is what we call the strobilation. So, again, your strobila is divided into 3 regions. Your immature, your mature, and your gravid proglottids. Okay. So, your first region of your strobila is your immature proglottids. They are seen immediately below the neck kasi sila yung mga fresh pa, sila yung mga pinakabago. They are shorter and broader and are devoid of reproductive organs. So, yung mga nasa middle part, no, sila na yung tinatawag natin na mature proglottids. And they are squarish in outline. So, kita niyo, di ba? They are squarish in outline. They occupy the middle part and they are hermaphrodite but protandrous, meaning the male matures first. They are the male parts mature first. I mean, the complete reproductive your mature proglottids are a complete reproductive unit and they produce eggs either by self-fertilization or cross-fertilization with other mature proglottids. So, yung nasa pinakadulo is your gravid proglottid. So, they are at the posterior part of your strobila and are longer than the width. So, balik tayo dito, di ba? They are longer than the width. In contrast to your mature proglottids na medyo squarish sila, your gravid proglottids are longer than the width. No? Wala na silang mga reproductive organs like your mature proglottids, no? But they are packed with fertilized eggs in their highly branched uterus at different stages of development. So itong gravid proglottid, later on, no, we will know what is apolysis. But itong gravid proglottid, they may undergo apolysis or not. At saka ito din ng mga segments, this is one of the, ito yung gravid proglottid, yung isa natin ginagamit to differentiate between your Tinea species. So, let's go back to the taxonomy. What is the difference between your pseudophilidia and your cyclophilidia? So, pagdating sa scolex, your pseudophilidia is spatulate or spoon-shaped. Spoon-shaped meaning parang kutsara, no? They have two slit-like suckers called the bothria. Your cyclophilidia naman is globular, no? Globular in shape. They have four cup-shaped muscular suckers called acetobula with or without rostellum depending on the species, which may or may not be armed by rows of hooks. Again, depende sa species. So, we covered the scolex. For the uterus, your pseudophilidia has no branches and it is convoluted. They often assume a rosette pattern while your cyclophilidia naman is branching. Your uterine pore, no, it is present in your pseudophilidia while it is absent in your cyclophilidia. For the common genital pore, your pseudophilidia is ventral midline while your cyclophilidia naman is lateral. So, di ba, medial, ang lateral nasa sides. Your ova, for your pseudophilidia, it is operculated and they contain a ciliated larva which is what we call the choroecidium. And your cyclophilidia is non-operculated and they contain an oncosphere with hooklets. For the intermediate host, your pseudophilidia has an aquatic intermediate host while your cyclophilidia has a terrestrial intermediate host. While the manner of egg releasing, your cyclophilidia, they undergo apolysis, while your pseudophilidia is anapolytic. No? They release the egg through the uterine pore. So, the general life cycle of cestodes is this one. The adult worm, they mature in the human intestine, no? For some reason, umabot sila dun sa adult worms. No, later on na natin i-discuss deeply ang mga life cycle, but for now, no, this is the general life cycle of cestodes. So the adult worm matures in the human intestine, your final host. Then the eggs of the adult worms are shed in the feces and they are released into the environment. So yung mga eggs, ay kinakain ng mga grazing animals. Those animals are your intermediate hosts. And doon sa animal no, in their animal tissues, a larval form insists. And ang human, nakakain natin yung larvae na yon because kinakain natin yung mga karne ng mga animal na intermediate host, no? Kinakain natin na they are not, di natin sila niluluto ng maayos. So, yun, nakakain natin yung mga encysted larvae in meat of infected animals. So, except in the case of Echinococcus granulosus. So, that is the introduction to cestodes. Thank you.